Welcome back. We are going to be continuing graphing quadratics. So you just did quiz trade, so hopefully that solidified some concepts for you. What we ended with yesterday was talking about the axis of symmetry is found by the equation x equals negative b over 2a. Okay, but this also helps us to find our vertex, because the vertex, step 1, is to find the x value, which is negative b over 2a. Step 2 is to plug back in for y. Whoops, ran in there. Okay, so there are 2 steps. So let's actually try something. Okay, let's try one. You've reviewed, you've remembered, negative a opens down, negative a, or positive a opens up, all that fun stuff. A lot of other things, axis of symmetry, the standard form of the equation, y-intercept is the c, the minimum. Have we done that yet? Oh, well, some of you have ones about minimum, so maybe you were able to figure that out as you got it. But let's graph one. Y equals, let's do 3x squared, we did that yesterday, didn't we? Yeah. 3x squared plus 12x minus 8. Okay, so first we need to find the vertex. In order to graph, step 1, find the vertex. Okay, so vertex. Well, how did we say we find the vertex? First, find the x value, then plug back in for y. So the x value is negative b over 2a. Okay, I'm not going to have you repeat it with me again, but negative b over 2a, you need to have that memorized. So for the vertex, we're going to do negative b over 2a. So negative b, remember it's ax squared plus bx plus c. So the b, focus in there, the b is at 12, so negative 12 over 2 times a is 3. Okay, so negative 12 over 6. Negative 12 divided by 6 is negative 2. Okay, so there's my x value of the vertex. So step 2 was plug back in for y. You can kind of see it up there. So I'm going to take that negative 2 and I'm going to plug it back into my equation. So y equals 3 times negative 2 squared plus 12 times negative 2 minus 8. Okay, because negative 2 is what we found for our x value of the vertex. So 3 times negative 2 is 4 squared, oh no, sorry, we already squared it, plus 2 times negative 2 minus 8. 3 times 4 is 12. Negative 2 times 12 is negative 24 minus 8. 12 plus negative 24 is negative 12. Minus 8 is negative 20. Okay, so make sure you get all that written down. Okay, so now that we have the vertex, our vertex is negative 2, negative 20. So that means the axis of symmetry is x equals negative 2. Okay, that's our axis of symmetry. That means that it's going to go around our parabola. Is it opening up or down? Up. Our parabola is going to go around the line x equals negative 2. So when we make our chart, our table, x, y equals 3x squared plus 12x minus 8, and then ordered pair. When we make this table, we're going to put negative 2 in the middle, okay? Now, this is where we've been typically putting our 0. So we're going to go 2 above. What's right above negative 2? Hopefully you said negative 1. What's right above negative 1? 0. What's right below negative 2? Negative 3. What's right below negative 3? Negative 4. Okay, so negative 2 we already know. Our ordered pair is going to be negative 2, negative 20. Oh, running out of space. So now we've got to solve everything else. Well, when x is 0, what do you know? Well, you know it's the y-intercept, right? Well, looking at this equation, what is my y-intercept? Dun, dun, dun. -8. So this is 0, -8. Okay, so now we got to work through this -1. 3 times -1 squared plus 12 times -1 minus 8. Okay, I want each of you in your notes right now to solve this out. What is the ordered pair? Write the ordered pair when x is -1. Go. And if you finish that, then move on to the next ones. Okay, so hopefully, everyone go ahead and pay attention up here now. So hopefully, when you did this, when you worked it out, you realized -1 squared is +1. And then 3 minus 12, because 12 times -1 is -12, minus 8, -9, because 3 minus 12 is -9, minus 8, -9 minus 8 is -17. So we got -1, -17. Now, what do we know about the axis of symmetry? It's x equals 2, right? So -2 is our middle point. Now we're just going to start repeating. If -2 is the middle point, and -1 is right above it, and -3 is right below it by 1. If -1 is -17, what is -3? -17. What would -4 be? Well, that would be paired with the one that's 2 above it, so it would be -8. Now let's just check to make sure. So I'm going to plug in -3 and see if I get -17. Okay, so 3 times -3 squared plus 12 times -3 minus 8. Well, -3 squared is 9 plus 12 times -3 minus 8. 3 times 9 is 27. 12 times -3 is -39 minus 8. 27 minus 39 is... What did I do wrong here? 27 minus 39 is -12, right? Oh, I see. Whoops, I see what I did wrong. So, see, I knew I made a mistake. So this should be 36, right? Okay, so 27 minus 36 is -9, minus 8 is -17, and did we get -3 and -17? Yeah, right there. Okay, so our axis of symmetry is around the vertex. These two, the one that's 1 above, the one that's 1 below, be the same. 2 above and 2 below will be the same, the y values. Okay, so now can we graph this? Yeah, we can graph this. So we have our ordered pairs. Let's see here, you can see that. Okay, we're in all the negatives for the y, so I'm just going to draw quadrant 2 and 3. And then we're also in the 0, -1, -2, -3, -4 for the x. So here's what I'm going to do for the x, is I'm just going to draw quadrant 3, because I don't really need to go into +1, +2, right? Okay, so here's my axes. Okay, let's see here. I got to get all the way down to -20, so I'm going to count by 2's. -2, -4, -6, -2, -4, -6. So 0, -8. Ooh. -1, -17, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, -20, 18, 20, and then it's going to come back and repeat itself. And so then we draw our graph. Now that one's a bit skinny, isn't it? But there's our graph, and try to get it through the points that are actually there. And this is supposed to be a curve, so we want that to be curved. And there's our graph. This is why we use pencil. Why we use pencil. Okay, so make sure you have that down in your notes. We're going to do another one, but make sure you have this down in your notes.